A woman is pretending to be you. She used your image to receive a large amount. My beloved child, what I am about to reveal will shake you to your core, because the truth has been hidden in shadows for far too long. Someone you never suspected has been watching you silently, studying your every move, only to disguise herself as you. This woman has slipped into places where your name was supposed to shine, and she is using your image for something dangerous. At first, you thought the silence around you was normal, but heaven saw what she was weaving in secret. Every detail of your life has been twisted into her advantage, and the mask she wears is none other than your face. The shocking part is that she has already succeeded once, and the amount she took in your name is far bigger than you imagine. The betrayal isn't from a stranger far away, it's closer than you think. This woman doesn't act like an enemy in public. Instead, she pretends to admire you, to care about you, even to protect you. But behind the curtain, her actions are designed to steal everything that was meant for you. Child, the heavens trembled when they saw the documents stamped with your image. The wealth, the blessings, the recognition that had your name written on it, she received them as though she were you. And while the world clapped for her, your spirit was left wondering why doors felt so heavy to open. The angels could not stay silent anymore, because every step she takes in your disguise digs a trap for your future. What was written in your destiny with light, she is trying to rewrite with deception. But what she doesn't know is that the truth cannot be hidden forever, and her mask is already beginning to crack. She has convinced people that she is the chosen one, but only you carry the real mark of heaven on your soul. That's why the blessings are restless, waiting to return to the rightful owner, you. The same hands that clapped for her will soon point at her betrayal, and justice will be unavoidable. My beloved child, the moment you hear this message, you must realize that you are not powerless. The heavens have been watching, recording, and sealing every false step she took in your name. Soon, undeniable proof will surface, and the whole world will see who the true bearer of grace is. Her greed was not satisfied with small things, she reached for the treasures meant to lift you higher. She touched contracts, promises, and wealth written in your name, and dared to sign them as if she carried your spirit. But Archangel Michael has stepped in, and his sword of truth has already drawn a line she cannot cross again. The woman who thought she was smart enough to steal your image has now been trapped in her own web. Her pride blinded her to the fact that heaven never sleeps. Even the night she celebrated with stolen blessings, the angels wrote her name down in the book of judgment. Now comes the turning point. What was stolen will circle back, multiplied. The rewards you thought were gone forever are already in movement, shifting away from her hands and into yours. And when it happens, the shock on her face will be the final chapter of her deception. She pretended to be you in order to touch riches, but she could never carry your light. Without your spirit, the blessings suffocate in her grip, turning into curses that burn her own life. This is why her downfall will be swift, and your rise will be undeniable. My beloved child, you must hold on tightly, because in the coming days a great reversal is at hand. The image she stole will be exposed as false, and the real you will stand above her lies. And in that moment, every hidden tear you cried will turn into unstoppable rivers of joy. The heavens whispered that her mask will not survive much longer, because lies always collapse under the weight of truth. Every coin she took, every favor she accepted in your name, is now turning against her like fire in her hands. What she thought was victory is actually a trap slowly closing around her. She has been smiling in front of others as though she won, but behind closed doors her spirit trembles. The blessings she stole do not belong to her, and they are rejecting her soul like poison. That is why the days ahead will bring her downfall, and your restoration will begin with thunder. My beloved child, you may feel the pain of betrayal, but remember, your image carries divine authority. No imitation, no counterfeit, no copy can ever carry the same weight of grace that rests upon you. That is why heaven is forcing the world to see the difference, and justice will be undeniable. There is a moment marked in your destiny where the tables will turn so suddenly, it will feel like lightning. The very doors that were once locked for you will swing wide open, and the same people who were deceived will apologize for not seeing the truth earlier. That day is closer than you imagine, and the angels are already preparing it. The woman who wore your face will soon wear the shame of exposure. She thought her secret was hidden, but heaven is bringing her actions into the light of judgment. Everyone who stood with her will scatter, leaving her to face the storm she created. Child, your spirit has been crying out, and those cries were never ignored. The heavenly scrolls have been updated with your vindication, and what was delayed is now being accelerated in your favor. Soon, wealth, honor, and blessings will return to you with a force that no one can block. The trap she laid for you will snap shut on her own feet. The celebration she once enjoyed will turn into silence, and the applause she stole will fade into whispers of scandal. And when this happens, the world will finally know who the chosen one truly is. My beloved child, prepare yourself, for the next season is filled with restoration and recognition. You will no longer walk in shadows but in brilliance, and every false version of you will vanish into dust. The real story of your life is about to unfold in power, and nothing can stop it. The heavens are not only exposing her, they are preparing to reward you openly. The very stage she stole will soon crumble, but in its place, a greater platform will be built just for you. And when you step upon it, no one will confuse your light with her shadow again. She played with destiny as if it were a game, but destiny is not a toy. Every signature she forged in your name carries the weight of divine fire, and that fire is now chasing her. She may run, but she cannot hide from what was written long before she pretended to be you. My beloved child, you must understand this clearly, the blessings were never truly gone. They were paused, waiting, circling above your life like eagles, watching for the right moment to return. That moment is now breaking open, and soon, you will hold everything back in your own hands. This woman thought her beauty, charm, and lies could outshine your truth. But truth needs no decoration, it carries its own power, its own light, its own voice. That voice is already shouting from the heavens, the real one is here, the chosen one cannot be replaced. She has built her house on sand, and the waves of judgment are rising fast. The higher she climbed with your stolen blessings, the harder her fall will be. And when the world sees her collapse, they will remember your endurance, your patience, your strength. The angels have marked her name with fire, and they are circling her every move. The deals she made in secret are unraveling, and the hands she shook in deception are pulling away in fear. This is the hour where masks fall and truth reigns. My beloved child, lift your head, because this is not the end of your story, it is the unveiling of your true beginning. Every betrayal is being turned into proof of your destiny. And when the pages turn, your name will be the only one shining in victory. The time is close when her lips will confess the lies she told. She will be cornered by her own web, unable to deny what heaven has revealed. And in that moment, your image will be restored with glory, while hers fades into shame. The world thought she was the shining star, but heaven always knew her glow was borrowed. She borrowed it from your name, your light, your destiny. But what is borrowed must one day be returned, and the time of return has arrived. Every secret she signed in your image is now screaming against her. The same papers that carried her false name are now turning into evidence of her betrayal. And as those pages burn, your true identity is rising like a crown. My beloved child, you are not fighting this battle alone. Every angel in heaven is standing with you, holding the record of truth. Their swords are ready to cut away every false covering she tried to wear. The whispers behind your back are turning into thunder in the open. The people who once believed her story are beginning to question her silence. And very soon, the whole crowd will point at her and declare, "This was the pretender." Her smile was sweet, but her hands were filled with theft. She enjoyed the attention that rightfully belonged to you, thinking the sky would never change. But the sky has already shifted, and the storm is rolling in her direction. What she gained will turn into dust, but what you lost will come back multiplied. The wealth she used to buy moments of glory will vanish, leaving her with empty hands. Meanwhile, your blessings will arrive in waves so strong that no one can deny your chosen place. My beloved child, listen carefully. This is not punishment for you, this is preparation. Heaven delayed your breakthrough so the truth could be exposed. And now that exposure is near, your breakthrough will hit harder than ever before. The woman who pretended to be you thought she could silence your destiny. But destiny has a voice louder than any lie. That voice is calling your name right now, and no force on earth can stop it. The shadows around her are starting to thicken, because false light cannot last forever. She once walked boldly with your stolen image, but now every step feels heavy with fear. She senses that her time of exposure is coming, yet she cannot undo what she has done. The very people she deceived are beginning to notice cracks in her story. Questions are rising, whispers are spreading, and trust is fading. Soon, the world will realize that they were cheering for a lie. My beloved child, you have been patient through storms that others never saw. You carried wounds in silence, wondering why the doors kept closing. But those delays were heaven's way of gathering proof, so that when you rise, no one can doubt it. Her downfall will not be quiet, it will shake the same stage she stole from you. The applause she forced will turn into gasps of shock, and her name will crumble like dust. And in that silence, your true name will echo like thunder. The blessings she touched without permission are already leaving her grip. They cannot remain with one who does not carry your spirit. That is why her wealth will scatter, while yours will begin to overflow. She thought she could bury your light under her mask. But light cannot be buried, it shines even in the deepest night. And now, your light is breaking through every false covering she built. My beloved child, do not be afraid of what is happening now. This is the hour of separation, where heaven divides truth from lies. Everything stolen is returning, and it will come back stronger than before. Her story is ending, but yours is only beginning. What she used against you will become the very reason people honor you. And soon, her betrayal will be remembered as the proof that you were chosen all along. The sky itself is restless, for too long it has watched her carry your crown. She smiled as if she had won, but heaven never signed her victory. The crown is slipping, and it is returning to the only head it was crafted for, yours. Every door she opened with your image is now closing shut in her face. The keys she stole no longer fit, because the locks have been rewritten in your true spirit. And while she scrambles in confusion, you will walk through new gates with ease. My beloved child, the tables are turning, and the sound of reversal is already echoing. What was meant to destroy you is now the very fuel lifting you higher. Even the ashes of her lies will serve as the soil for your blessings to grow. She dared to laugh while you were silent, but her laughter was short-lived. Her footsteps are heavy with fear now, because she knows the mirror of truth is being held in front of her. That mirror reflects the thief she became, and there is no escape from it. The wealth she took in your name is cursed in her hands. Every coin burns like fire, every gift drains her peace, every moment steals her joy. She tried to turn your blessing into her gain, but it is becoming her downfall. Soon, the people who believed her will be shocked beyond words. They will look at her with disbelief and shame, realizing they were blind to her lies. And then, they will turn toward you, honoring the truth they once ignored. My beloved child, your patience has not been wasted. The heavens counted every tear, every sleepless night, every silent prayer. All of it is being repaid, and the reward is far greater than what was stolen. The hour of justice is striking, and her mask is tearing apart. What she pretended to be will vanish like smoke, but who you truly are will rise like fire. And the world will never confuse your light again. The silence around her is breaking, because secrets can only hide for so long. She built her castle on your stolen name, but now every wall is crumbling. What was once her stage of celebration is about to become her place of shame. She thought people would never find out, but the truth always comes dressed in fire. One spark of revelation is enough to burn her entire lie. And that spark has already been lit by heaven itself. My beloved child, the world is shifting in your favor. You may not see it fully yet, but every angel is moving pieces behind the curtain for your restoration. Soon, what felt delayed will arrive suddenly, like a flood you cannot stop. The riches she held in her hands are slipping away like sand. She tries to hold on tighter, but the more she squeezes, the faster it drains. And that draining is the proof that what she stole was never hers to keep. The same people who once clapped for her will now stand frozen in disbelief. They will whisper your name with trembling respect, realizing you were the true one all along. And their eyes will never again confuse a shadow with the original light. She is haunted by her own reflection now. When she looks in the mirror, she sees not beauty but guilt, not triumph but fear. The mask she wore is cracking, and the truth is staring back at her. My beloved child, this is why you must remain strong. Do not let the betrayal consume your heart, for your vindication is closer than you think. The heavens are preparing a table in front of everyone, and your honor will be the feast. The season of shame is ending for you, and the season of glory is beginning. No matter how dark her lies were, your light is 10 times brighter. And that light will shine so strongly that no one will ever mistake your identity again. The angels have sealed the book of judgment against her, for she dared to wear your crown without permission. Every stolen smile she enjoyed is now fading into shadows. What was meant to last forever in your life can never survive in her hands. She has tried to silence the truth with gold, but gold cannot cover guilt. Even in the middle of her celebrations, the sound of exposure beats in her ears. She cannot escape it, for it was written before she even began her schemes. My beloved child, the heavens never forgot you. They saw the nights you questioned why the path was so heavy. Now they are ready to show the world why you had to wait, because your restoration will be greater than your loss. The woman who wore your face thought she was unstoppable, but pride is the beginning of her fall. The same stairs she climbed with stolen blessings are collapsing beneath her feet. And the fall will be so sudden that everyone will gasp in shock. Her story is ending in the same place it began, with lies. Lies cannot hold weight forever, and the cracks are now visible to all. Very soon, the lie will break wide open, and the truth will roar like a lion. The wealth she touched is turning sour, the friendships she bought are fading, and the doors she forced open are slamming shut. She cannot hold what doesn't belong to her, because heaven's law does not allow it. And everything she thought was hers will soon return to you multiplied. My beloved child, stand tall, for you are the rightful heir. Your image, your blessing, your destiny, none of it can ever be duplicated. What is yours will always find its way back to you, no matter how far it was stolen. The people will be left speechless when they see the reversal. Their eyes will move from her downfall to your rising, and the contrast will be undeniable. It will be a testimony that heaven never abandons its chosen ones. The time of silence is over. Your name will soon thunder louder than her lies ever could. And when the world speaks, it will speak of your strength, your truth, and your unstoppable destiny. My beloved child, prepare your heart, for restoration is not coming quietly, it is coming with fire. What was hidden will now be shouted, and what was stolen will now be returned. This is the chapter where justice finally writes your name in glory. She walks in fear now, because the mask she wore is slipping beyond repair. Every time she tries to smile, her own heart betrays her with trembling. The glory she stole in your name is collapsing like sandcastles against the tide. The angels are surrounding her steps, blocking every path she once used to rise. The secret deals she made are unraveling one by one, like threads cut from a garment. And as they fall apart, her empire of lies falls with them. My beloved child, the very tears you cried in silence have become evidence in the heavens. Every drop is now being exchanged for blessings, multiplied and unstoppable. The more pain you endured, the greater the reward now rushing toward you. The people she fooled are beginning to doubt her every word. Their trust is turning into suspicion, their applause into whispers. Soon, her name will echo not with praise but with shame. The riches she grabbed are cursed without your spirit. Money gained by lies always turns into ashes, burning the hands that hold it. That is why she feels restless, unable to sleep, haunted by the truth that follows her. Her downfall will be public, because her theft was public. The stage she once danced upon will become the place of her exposure. And in that same moment, your honor will rise like the morning sun. My beloved child, this is your season of restoration. No one can replace you, no one can wear your blessing, no one can steal your identity. The time has come for the world to recognize the real chosen one, you. The reversal will be sudden, like a storm clearing the sky. One day she will be celebrated, and the next, she will be forgotten. But your name will only grow brighter, impossible to erase. The heavens are shifting the balance, and her false crown is already slipping into the dust. She thought she could rewrite destiny with lies, but destiny does not bow to deception. What belongs to you will never stay in another's hands. She wakes up at night with fear, hearing whispers she cannot explain. Those whispers are the voices of truth surrounding her, demanding repayment. Her own conscience is chasing her, leaving no rest, no peace, no escape. My beloved child, you have been chosen for this very moment. The waiting, the tears, the delays, none of them were wasted. They were preparing a stage that no thief could ever stand upon again. The contracts she forged in your image are unraveling. Signatures are being exposed as false, and those who once believed her are cutting ties. Each broken deal is a trumpet of justice announcing your vindication. Her supporters are scattering, because even they can no longer ignore the cracks. The friendships she bought with stolen blessings are fading into silence. Soon, she will be left alone, surrounded only by the shadows of her guilt. The blessings she stole are restless, for they recognize only one rightful owner, you. They are circling, returning, finding their way back into your life. And when they arrive, they will come multiplied, stronger than before. My beloved child, your breakthrough will be louder than her downfall. The world will not remember her theft, but they will remember your rising. For what is real can never be replaced, and what is chosen can never be stolen. The final chapter of her lies is already being written. The same stage she once enjoyed will soon expose her shame. And in that very place, your name will be lifted higher than ever before. Her footsteps are heavy now, for the ground beneath her is breaking. Every lie she told in your name is echoing back like thunder. She cannot hide, because the heavens have declared the end of her disguise. The world is beginning to see the difference between her shadow and your true light. Even those who once cheered for her are questioning their own eyes. The shift has begun, and the reversal cannot be stopped. My beloved child, your spirit is shining brighter than ever. No thief can dim the radiance that was crafted for you since the beginning. This is why the angels have surrounded you, to guard what is rightfully yours. She walks in fear of exposure, because her mask is falling apart piece by piece. Every smile she fakes trembles with guilt, every word she speaks feels empty. Soon, her silence will betray her louder than her lies. The wealth she grabbed has turned sour in her hands. It cannot bless her, because it was never meant for her spirit. What she thought was fortune is becoming a chain around her neck. The reversal will be swift. One moment she will appear strong, and the next she will be broken. And the world will watch as justice unfolds in plain sight. My beloved child, this is your time to rise. No one can cover your light anymore, and no one can silence your destiny. The heavens have declared it, and the earth must obey. Her downfall will not just clear your path, it will elevate you higher. The places she tried to block will open wider than ever. And your name will shine in rooms where hers is erased forever.